This student had been suffering from school bullying. Every day he had to go hungry and hand over his lunch money to the school bully. He was even made to get down on all fours like a dog while they took photos. So he threatened the bully that if they kept picking on him, he'd jump off the building. But instead he got beaten up even worse. He finally couldn't take it anymore. After leaving his mother a suicide note, he was about to leave this world. Just at that moment, Choi Il-jae's soul took over his body. Realizing that as long as he didn't jump, he could stay alive, he started laughing like an idiot. Then the school bully came to pick on him. Choi Il-jae couldn't stand this kind of humiliation. He grabbed a stool and smashed it at him, and pinned the bully to the ground for a brutal beating. The bully's buddies tried to help, but were instantly knocked to the floor as well. He grabbed the bully by the neck and pressed him against the window, warning him not to mess with him. Suddenly the bully's friend pushed Choi Il-jae down. He planned to beat these guys into submission. However, this body was just too weak. He got beaten up by the bully's gang, but Choi Il-jae wasn't backing down. He kept glaring at them viciously. This made the bully furious. After school, he cornered him in the school gymnasium. At this point, his underling Atai couldn't stand watching anymore. He kindly reminded them that things were getting out of hand and might not end well, but instead he also got beaten up by the bully. The next day in class, Atai went to the bathroom. Choi Il-jae followed him out and started trying to turn them against each other, but everything he said was overheard by the bully. He came in and slapped Atai across the face, warning both of them not to leave after school. He was going to teach them a lesson they'd never forget. Seeing this, Atai quietly cursed under his breath and slipped away. Choi Il-jae quickly chased after him, saying he had a way to deal with the bully, but only if Atai promised not to interfere.